Episode 2 of Average Guy Prepares for the next CrossFit Open. And you'll see how I did this.
It's too late now. I remember you and me.
Welcome back to another voiceover. So today's training session, what I did was I started off with some strict pull-ups and interspersed that between my sets of push press. Now the push press wasn't particularly heavy today, just 40 and 55 and 70 kilos. So I did all that before moving on to bar muscle ups, that sort of stuff. Generally I would do muscle ups and like the higher skill stuff first. But like I said, because it was only light today, I thought it would work as quite a nice little warm-up. And time-wise, I was a bit restricted, so I had to do all of my day's training in sort of one big session rather than splitting up into two. So rather than doing like gymnastics in one and then strength in the other, I did it where it was like upper body stuff first, and then the plan was to do lower body stuff second. So what I should say is the very first thing that I did in the morning was I did a polarized session on the assault bike. So it was 40 minutes at like endurance pace, and then every 7 minutes sprint for 7 seconds. So did that in the morning. Then the afternoon plan was do all of this stuff in one big session. So I did the upper body weight stuff first, like I say, because it was nice and easy, and then I followed that up with some gymnastics. So what we've got here, some dumbbell push press, and then some strict pull-ups. Again, just kind of rehabbing my lat, and it seems to be improving nicely. Just did 5 sets of 3, and then these dumbbell push press. We could really do with some heavier dumbbells to do this with, but this is all we've got at the minute. We've got some 25 kilo dumbbells which are due to come back from one of our clients in the next few days, so I'll be able to use them. Following that, warming up for my bar muscle ups and handstand walks. So 3 rounds of a banded bar muscle up, and between each round I did just a kick up into a handstand. So these are like practice going up into a good position. So I'm only counting the reps if I get over 10 seconds. So in total I did 5 kick ups into handstands. So it's like an easy way to keep on top of the skill of being able to hold a handstand just once or twice a week. Obviously there's handstand walks, but I think they're different skills. So on this clip, I've left the whole clip of me holding the handstand up. I think it probably lasts about 10-15 seconds. So once this was done, the next thing on the menu was on the minute, every minute of bar muscle ups in the first minute, and then handstand walks in the second minute. So for today, the plan was just 1 bar muscle up, alternating each time between doing a bar muscle up from using the plate kind of to kick off, like this first one you'll see here, and then the opposite style was jumping up to the bar, like straight into the bar muscle up, and then the handstand walks for 10 meters between each set. Oh, what did happen was on one of the reps of bar muscle ups, I actually felt like it went really well, but if you watch my right hand, you'll see in just a second that I tear it open. So I'll let that clip roll now.
And how careless we could be. And how careless we could be.
Doesn't look so bad now. Still stings though. Normally with anything like this, you're better to leave the skin on, but because of where it is on the middle of my palm here, I don't want it to pull the skin above it off, because I've got more training to do. So I'm gonna sterilize some scissors like scissors out. I've got medical scissors. Put a little bit of gauze on it, and then tape my hand so I can at least carry on with some training. It's meant to be deadlifts. Not 100% sure. We'll see how that goes. Not that it's that painful. It just stings a bit, but more I'm thinking I don't want to cause any more damage to it. Just need to let it heal so I can get on with normal training as quickly as possible. So yeah, let's see how this goes.
What's left of me, you gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest. Just watch me grow, put me to the test and watch me go.
Next up, we've got handstand walks over an obstacle. So the plan today was just to try and kind of move a bit steadier and try and stop rocking so much side to side. I kept finding, because I'm having to use the track with all the gym equipment being out the way it is for cleaning and whatnot, I kept hitting the wall. So it's quite a good little marker to make sure that I'm moving in a straight line rather than wobbling side to side too much. So I just set a timer for 15 minutes and then worked my way through. Really struggled with a 15cm box today. You see, kind of as I go to step on it, I'm rotating, and that's when I'm catching the wall. So I ended up, the best I managed today was just once over the 15cm box, a couple of rounds of that. Moving on from that, I did some gymnastics stuff, which I did 4 rounds, again not for time, just keeping moving. 10 calorie runs, 6 strict handstand press ups, and then it was going to be 7 strict toes to bar, but because of my palm being sore when I tried hanging from the bar, it was pulling on the skin a bit much. So instead I did some ring support, like leg raises, just for 7 reps. So that was fine. Followed that up with some straight arm press ups, some hollow hold and some arch holds, and then I tried to do the deadlift session, but because of my hand, I didn't want to pull any more skin off, so I'll probably give that a go in the next day or 2 instead. And then after that, I finished off with a bike erg session. So I ended up doing 4 rounds of 4,000 meters with 4 minutes rest. First round was warm up, 207 split. Then the next 2 rounds were sort of the work, so a 202 split, then a 157 split, and then the very last round it ended up at a 230 split, just to cool down and a bit stretching, and that was it for today. So thanks for watching day 2 of the prep for the Open. I'll see you in the next video for day 3.